Hello everybody and welcome to my first ever YouTube video with the channel The Bloodhound Dividend Investor. Now I've got some tips and tricks of what I've managed to get up to over the last 10 years on my journey to financial independence and what I've got going on. But first I just wanted to give myself a little introduction as to who I am, what I do and how I've been doing it for the last few years now. So my name is Josh, I'm 28 years old, nearly 29 next year. I've had the same job now for about 7 years. I work in the military. I won't go into a specific role because there's no need to do that. I started from the bottom and I've worked my way up to a certain level and obviously had the extra responsibility and the pay rises that come with that. But I've always been into sort of investing from the age of about 21 onwards, and that's obviously because I want to get to financial independence and be ready to retire when I leave the military. So that is ultimately one of my main goals, is to be the full career in the military lasts until 40, up until 40 years, and I want to be sort of done with working at that point. Now I agree that most of you are probably out there going, yeah right, enjoy that one, but it's a goal, and if I achieve it or not, I'm hoping to be some way towards that goal by the time I finally leave. I use a couple of different tools to get to the investing that I do. Now none of them are massive investments, we'll get to that in later videos, but I use the free trade app, which is a new app that's only came out in the last 12 months or so, where you can actually buy shares in big multinational companies, should I say, from around the world. So at the moment, just to give you a couple of examples, I own shares in McDonald's and BP and Caterpillar, all from the American Stock Exchange and from the London Stock Exchange. That's where they're purchased from. Now the way it does that is slightly more complicated, and I'll go into that in a later video. I also use Funding Circle, which is another investment opportunity which gives you a return back. It loans your money out to multiple British businesses, and over time you get upwards between a 4 and an 8% return, something like that. Again, go into that in future videos. I've got a long-term investment with Scottish Friendly where they take a small amount of money each month, and that goes on for 10 years. Now, I've been paying into that since I was 21, so that comes to fruition in about 2 years' time, and I'm interested to see what the actual performance of that is. So I was only putting in a small amount of money each month, but over time, we all know, or hopefully we know, that obviously the time value of money is a great benefactor to us investors. Secondly, I also have a buy-to-let property back in Birmingham, where you might tell is where I'm from my accent. I've held on to that now for about 5 years, and it pays a healthy return on the mortgage payment, and what's left gives me a little bit extra money in my back pocket. And again, I will go through how I managed to purchase this property at the age of 23, and I'll show you how I swapped it into a buy-to-let mortgage. Thirdly, I have my residential property as well, up in Birmingham, in a different part of Birmingham, which I've been living in up until recently. I will take you through the process of me turning that from a residential mortgage and essentially a residential investment into a buy-to-let investment as well. I'll do another video and I'll take you through all of them processes and hopefully show you a little bit about how it's done. So I'm assuming everybody's here to try and see what's going on. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm just giving my experiences, my tips, and we'll see where we get to from there. Excuse me while I take a little sip of tea. I've got another small little tip that I've been using throughout my life. Now you might laugh at it, but every single time I go shopping or I buy petrol, I tend to go to Sainsbury's. Now don't get me wrong, that's not a big advert for Sainsbury's. I'm just saying it gives you this, you can use the Nectar Card loyalty scheme. So I'll just show you my quick card there. And on every purchase you get the opportunity to earn points, And these points over time, obviously, they stack up and stack up. And Nectar is only one of the only loyalty cards that actually let you stack the points and keep them almost forever, basically. So I've been building that for a while and linked in with the Nectar credit card, which doubles your points as well. Again, I'll definitely go through this a lot more, but I've managed to stack up a few £100 just in loyalty points, buying stuff that I was going to buy anyway. Like if you're going to buy petrol or diesel or whatever you drive, then you might as well earn some points towards the next purchase. And the Nectar points are spendable everywhere: Argos, eBay, Sainsbury's itself. And Sainsbury's is just, you know, it's a supermarket, so you can buy whatever you want from there. You can earn points on Sainsbury's, on your Sainsbury's shopping. Everybody's got to buy food, everybody's got to eat, so why not earn points that way? It's just a little thing that will help you towards saving some money here and there, and that's what it's all about, really, thinking long term. I'm not offering a get-rich-quick scheme. That's not what I'm about. Like, trust me, I'm not super rich or anything like that. I'm not professing to be a guru. I'm just sharing my journey, and it'll be good for me to look back on in a few years and see where I actually deviated from my goals, or whether I actually achieved them, or whatever. And the journey starts here. So if you like this video, or please give me some feedback or subscribe. I mean, it's early days, first video, but I'd really like to build this channel as well as a sort of hobby of mine. So yeah, any tips into the feedback below, and give the video a like, please. And that is Josh out for the first video.